Hey guys, so today we're going to do a video about how to determine if a function is even, odd, or neither. And the process is not too difficult. What we need to do is we need to find f of negative x, which means every time we see x in the function, we're just going to put in negative x instead. Then there's three rules. If f of negative x equals f of x, the function is even. If f of negative x is negative f of x, the function is odd. And if neither of those things are true, the function is neither even nor odd. So now the best way to do this is some practice, but if you memorize these three rules right here, you will be set, and that's all you need. I hope you guys can read the green. I'm trying something new with the color scheme. Alright, so now let's do some problems. We've got f of x equals x cubed plus x, and so our first step, as always, is find f of negative x. So that's going to equal, well, we're going to have negative x cubed plus a negative x. Well, when we have something negative x raised to the third, it's going to be a negative. So we're going to be left with f of negative x equals, it can be rewritten as just negative x cubed minus x. And now let's look at what we're looking for. Does f of negative x equal f of x? That doesn't look the same as f of x to me. Does f of negative x equal negative f of x? Well, let's test that. What could we factor out to try to get that? Well, we could factor out a negative sign equals negative, and then we'll be left with x cubed plus x. Well, that's our starting point. So f of negative x does indeed equal negative f of x. So that means, well, let's check our rules. That means that this function is odd. So, odd function. Then eventually I'll tell you guys to pay attention to these exponents, because that's going to help us out. But let's get through these first. So now we're left with, again, another problem here. And again, we want to do the same thing. We want to solve for f of negative x. And now we've got negative x raised to the fourth minus now a negative x. So, well, what are we going to get now? We're going to get f of negative x equals, let's think about the sign. When a negative number is raised to an even power, such as 4, it becomes positive. So we're going to be left with x to the fourth. Then we're going to be left with minus a negative x, which is the same as plus x. So we've gone from one positive and one negative, but positive here, to positive positive. Okay, so does f of negative x equal the original function f of x? No, because this is positive. Does f of negative x equal negative f of x? Well, let's try. We could factor out a negative and let's see what we get. F of negative x equals, we could take out negative. We'd be left with, well, we got to take out another negative, so negative x to the fourth, and then minus x. So is this function that's inside, is that f of x? Nope, because now this sign is negative. So it's neither even nor odd, because neither of those were true. So this function would be neither. And now again, what I want you to notice now is, let's think about it. So the function that was odd both had odd exponents. The function that was neither had one even, one odd. I'll tell you right now, that's not a coincidence. Okay, so now let's look at this one. Let's see what we've got. We've got 6, 2. I'm just talking about the exponents. So we've got a 6, a 2. Then, well, we'll have to work with this one because we haven't worked with just a constant yet. So now let's think about it. Okay, let's solve it again using our f of negative x process. Equals negative x raised to the sixth minus negative x squared plus 5. Okay, so f of negative x equals, again, we've got a negative x raised to the sixth. It's going to be a positive number, so it'll just be x to the sixth. Then we've got minus a negative x squared. Again, it's an odd x, it's an even exponent, so it's going to become a positive. So it'll just be minus the x squared because we've got a minus in the middle anyway. Then it's plus 5 because we haven't changed that at all. So it looks like, does f of x, I accidentally wrote in here, Our original function was x to the 6 minus x squared plus 5. So is our original function f of negative x equal to f of x? It looks like it is. So that means this function is even. And now what I want you to notice is there are three rules for finding a function's odd or even, and you don't even have to do all this work. What you can look at is you can look at just the exponents. And now notice here the constant had no effect. So no effect on it being odd or even. But now the reason this was even is because both exponents were even. The reason this was odd is because both exponents are odd. Just an x, you can assume it's a 1. So now the reason this was neither is because we had one odd, one even. Or one even, one odd. So really what you can do is you can just look at a function and tell immediately what it's going to be, if it's going to be odd, neither, or even. So for example, let's say I have f of x equals x to the 7th plus x to the 3rd plus 5x plus 7. Well, let's look at all the exponents. We've got 7, 3, we can assume there's a 1 there, and then the constant is not going to have any effect on it. So it looks like we're all odd exponents, so this function is going to be odd. And that's just a shortcut you can do. So I hope this video is able to help. I hope if you don't want to do the shortcut, just memorize these rules. They'll work just fine. Thanks for watching.